Okay, let's do a review of this little field notebook. Got it on Amazon. Nice snap. Plenty of room for extra materials in here. Card sleeves if you want to put them, and notes in the back. The field journals. I also picked up a 3-pack on field journals, and you can get these with the graph paper, line paper. Okay, review on Amazon's little field journal cover. This is a leather cover case. I like the snap on it where it seals it shut so you don't drop your stuff. You have plenty of extra binder room in here. It's solid and nicely made. You've got card holders for your business cards, notes area. The field journals, you buy your replacements. I bought a 3-pack, just the plain paper for my purposes. You can get these in line paper, like college rule paper. You can get them in graph paper, and they simply just fit in the pocket like any other little notebook would. And then you can interchange these as you want, and you have a nice cover that lasts for in the field. But the biggest reason why I picked this particular one was the pen being on the outside. You always got to have a place to keep your pen when you're out in the field, or I do. If I lay it down somewhere, I'll lose it. If I try to keep it in my pockets, I'll lose it. A lot of the ones that have the pen holders have them inside, and your book bulges out right there. So it's always a problem bulging out. I like the fact that the pen holder is here on the outside. I can look and see the pen holders there when I go out into the field. Like I said, it is a nice little field journals. I got just a plain paper so I can do my site sketches on there and put in on my grade marks. Got orange flagging tape. Came off Amazon. It was the cheapest way to get it was the orange tape. I can't find it in the local stores. That's kind of surprising. You use it for hunting trails, survey markers, grade work. This same company has pink and I think orange tape. I think the pink and orange tape were a little bit more expensive. This was like $4 for $4 and something for the 6-pack. I think the pink was like $6 and something. For my purposes, doesn't matter what color it is. I just need to be able to mark off the stakes and write on the cut degrees on the ribbons. It is made in China like everything else, but you know, for $4, it's $4. As far as the field journal, the field journal is something you're going to keep with you. You're going to replace the notebooks. You're going to replace these regularly. You're going to fill them up. If you're a surveyor, if you're a contractor, making notes on the job, what your cut areas are, what your fill areas are, how many yards of dirt you're moving. If you're a logger, if you're taking out extra species, if you cross the line and you have to negotiate a price on something, you need a stumpage count, you're going to make all those records in some kind of little notebook. If you write them down on a piece of paper, there's no telling where that piece of paper will go. Having it in a field journal like this, you can always go back to it. If you change these out, you can keep these field journals very organized. They're small, they're easy to keep a hold to. You can put these on a shelf somewhere and have a whole stack. Just label the year and months that you use this. Like if you use one book per month or one book per week, you can put, you know, however you want to label it. Like I said, this cover it's nice material. It's thick. It's not too thick, but not too thin. It's got good stitching on it all the way around. Back stitching on this. How long the snap will last, I don't know. It may last a year, it may last 10 years, but I think my last book was the spiral hard books where I was inside the machines all the time. This is smaller, it's easier to put in your pocket. So yeah, I like this too. It's the biggest reason why I picked this one, I said, was for this pen position. You can put your pens in here on the outside. If you put the pen on the inside, it tends to make your book bulge out like that, and then it bends down. If you guys got field journal cover books and you got pens in them, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you don't, just take my word for it. It's nice to have the pen one way or the other, but I like the fact that the pen is on the outside. Not only can I see it every time I pick the book up to go out to the field, that I know I got a pen in there. I don't have to worry about it being bulked out. The book can be flat, or I can fill this with paper. I can fill this with a stack of books in here, or notes, site plans, whatever I need to put in here, I can. And it's easy to carry. I can fit something like that into my back pocket if I need to, a coat pocket or something like that. So yeah, this is the field journal cover. It's a leather cover. I'll put the links below. I'm going to give this a pass as far as the review is concerned. I do like it. It's something that's going to last you. It's something that gives a good impression to your clients. If you're put up on the field and you have something that looks decent, it'll get weathered over time, but it's still going to be a nice looking cover. And like I said, you can buy these field journals and change them out. You can buy nicer field journals than this. These are fairly cheap. I forget exactly what these were, to be honest with you. A few dollars. They weren't much. I'm not sure I like these field journals as much as what I've had before, but I think they will do the purpose. They'll be easy to store. I can keep hundreds of these stacked in a little piece of the bookshelf somewhere, and won't take up much room at all. So I can go back for years and keep records on these. And yes, I know everybody keeps records on their laptops and their computers and their RTK devices, but it's nice to have a hard document backup. If you're doing grade work, you're in the field, you don't always have access to your old records. That way, if you have a field journal, you can go back and look, flip back in this book and just pop it open, go back to, January of 2026 and check your site notes for this site that you're working on. You'll have those notes here. You may back them up on your computer. You may have more detailed diagrams, but you'll have your control points. You'll have your cut grades, yardage moved, whatever your particular profession is. The old paper style still has a lot of effect. And like I said, this is a nice looking book. It's well stitched, so I'm really happy with it. I'm going to give it a pass. The field journals, there's nothing wrong with them. They're cheap journals. They got double-sided paper, so you've got a little ways of paper to work on out there. The field journals can also be picked up on Amazon. There's several different types of them, but I'll put a link to this particular one. This is probably the cheapest one you could find. It's going to be the same size, but the paper quality is probably about average. The difference is going to be whether you're getting a graphed paper, a dotted paper, a line paper. I chose the plain paper, and obviously orange ribbon tape if you want to mark your deer stands, if you want to mark your fence lines, if you want to mark trees not to be cut, if you